What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video from the Football Chatter. So FPL is back, it's live, and today we're just going to be looking at the template that has already formed, and we're going to be reviewing that template, giving it a grade and stuff like that. If you do enjoy today's video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, but let's get into it. So the template that we have going on is very strong, as you can see on screen right there. It has Aaron Ramsdale in goal, Estupinian, Shaw, Alexander-Arnold in defense. Then it has Saka, Rashford, and Burmo and Mitoma. And in the attack they have Nkunku, Gabriel Jesus, and Erling Haaland. Now, the thing that I like about this, it's very strong overall. I did submit this to FPL Raptor's live stream, and he did rate it, and he rated this 8.5, which is very funny because when I put it together, I actually did think that this was kind of an 8.5 draft. That was the exact number that I was having in my head. But I quite like having 5 midfielders, as there's huge value there. So I feel like that's something that's lacking in this thing. And you could put Madison in there. You could put Foden in there. You could possibly try and get more money to go up even higher instead of Nkunku. But overall, this is a very strong draft. And it's kind of a balanced side. You have 3 forwards. You're not going to remove Haaland. You got Jesus, so you can actually go down to Gakpo or Darwin or Jackson or whoever, and then you have Nkunku as well, so you also have that flexibility with him. In midfield, you have Saka and Rashford, so basically the only midfielders you can't go to from them are De Bruyne and Salah, so there's a lot of flexibility in midfield and easy to move if, like, say, Madison or Martinelli or Odegaard becomes a brilliant asset, or maybe Havertz, then of course you can easily move to that player. So I really do like that. And Burmo and Mitoma, they're very exciting 6.5 million picks. There are other 6.5 million midfielders in the game that are pretty good as well. In defense, Shaw at 5.5 looks like good value. You can move from him to Stones or whoever in the Man City defense, and there are James and Chilwell 5.5 as well, so you can jump to them as well. Estupinian, very good for the start of the season, then maybe jump over to maybe an Arsenal defender, which you don't need with this squad obviously because you have Aaron Ramsdale, so you could jump to a Tottenham defender. Pedro Porro is really good. Perisic, only 5 million as well, so there are options that you can go from that, and you can kind of pivot from Estupinian to whoever the template shits to. And then of course you have Trent Alexander-Arnold, who you can shift to any defender in the game. He's the most expensive one, 8 million. So yeah, I quite like the draft. It's quite flexible. The biggest thing that I have to say about this draft though is that the bench is absolutely none. There's just nothing on the bench. Bell is supposed to be a starter, but we don't know if Luton's gonna buy players that are gonna shift him out. Bayer, I don't know how to pronounce the name, at Burnley, does he start? We don't know yet. Areola, he could start of course for West Ham, and then you have a rotating keeper, which is fantastic. But then Baptiste, I don't expect him to start that many games or do anything. He's just a cheap 4.5, and we don't have a midfielder yet who is 4.5 and playing, at least not that we know of. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that in preseason. Regarding Ramsdale in goal, just finally, I don't like him as the main goalkeeper, and the reason I don't like Aaron Ramsdale as the main goalkeeper is he locks down an Arsenal spot. So if you had Gabriel in defense, it would be very easy to shift him to another defender. We don't really want to waste transfers on goalkeepers. So you're kind of stuck with Aaron Ramsdale until you wildcard, unless you make a goalkeeper transfer. Now, Ramsdale, of course, 5 million, so you could shift to Martinez or whoever. I quite like the Villa defense. I think they're going to be good this season. But Aaron Ramsdale, really good goalkeeper. Is he that much better than Leno or Pickford or whoever you could pick at the 4.5? Maybe Bart at Brighton. I don't know. That's something that remains to be seen. But overall, I quite like this. 8.5 is the grade it gets. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.